So what I would like to do is, let me just um, share my deck. Hope you're able to see my screen. So if you look at this, my screen, I'm talking about, again, the subject here is immunity, and what all ways, one of the things which we were talking to now is how we can protect our immunity. Now I'm also looking at what are the other things which can impact immunity. Stress is one of the major causes which can affect our immunity and suppress our immunity. On the left hand side of the slide, what you're seeing is the impact of stress and how it can suppress our immunity. And on the right hand side, what you're seeing is what we can do when we can manage the stress. It's not the stress, it is how we manage the stress is very, very critical. The moment we are able to manage the stress, we can start impacting our immune system, and the immune activity will increase. Similarly, on the left hand side, you are seeing whenever we are under stress which is not managed properly, there are always hormonal imbalance. Any abnormal hormones will always create bodily issues. In the right hand side of the slide, you're seeing when the stress is managed properly, the immune system will be very active. At the same time, there will be a decrease in abnormal hormone creation. Now, what all we can do to manage the stress? Again, meditation is one of the oldest tools which Ayurveda has given us, or in general, Indians that part of the India has gave us. That is the best way to do a mental detox. Now, meditation can be a very complex subject, but I would suggest the simplest way is to just take 15 minutes every day, just sit in a quiet room, play a nice music, and just start looking inside you. Because what I feel is we have a bigger cosmos outside of us. Similarly, a similar replication of it, a microcosmos, is inside of us. So once we start looking inside of us, spend 15 minutes without talking, without noise, without disturbance, that can be a first step towards a meditation. Again, there are a lot of other meditation techniques which are available, which we can use. Similarly, other tools are Yoga Nidra. That's also a very good way to reduce our stress. Similarly, there's mental imagery, and also handling on resentment. Resentment is one of the major causes of stress in this world. If you're angry, it is just one time you're blurting your anger out and you're sending it, you're eliminating your mental toxins. If you have resentment, you keep repeating it every time when you think about a situation or a person, you are repeating it, you are replaying it many times. So that's one of the major causes of our stress and mental detox. Similarly, as I said, soothing music, aromatherapy. I'm big in aromatherapy. Every time, especially last few weeks, I have one of these diffusers always going on in my room. Either it can be bergamot, which is very, very antidepressant. It helps me to keep alive, to keep active and stay focused. And there's lavender, which is antiviral. Similarly, eucalyptus. There are a lot of aroma essential oils which are available out there, which would help us to manage our stress, which helps us as in some of the antiviral. Again, this cannot be the only solution, but at least this can be one of the ways which we can manage our stress by using aromatherapy. And the other thing which will also help us to manage our stress is our beliefs. A lot of times we also need to look into our belief system, because our belief system can be healthy, unhealthy, or positive. So we got to have a healthy belief system, because healthy belief system creates healthy emotions, which will in turn can eliminate or reduce stress causing situations. Now, coming to the stress, every event in our life has a stress score, and there was a research done, and I've put the notes where I got this information from, which says that anytime when we have 300 plus points of stress score in the last 12 months, the chances of we having an illness is very high if we are not managing the stress properly. If you look at it, there are various events which can really cause a stress. Again, especially if it's not managed properly, it can cause lot of bodily issues. So managing stress is important. It's not avoiding. There is nowhere on the earth we can avoid stress in the given situation. How do we manage stress is really critical. Now, coming to the aromatherapy, since we have a lot of doctors who have experience in Ayurveda and other medicines, they did talk about herbs and other aspects. I thought, let me focus on aromatherapy. How all we can use aromatherapy in the given situation to ensure that we can do some amount of protection. Again, as I said, you guys have to talk to whoever is listening to this. They need to talk to their primary care physicians and other doctors if at all they're infected or if they feel that they're getting infected. But these are all some of the precautions we can take using aromatherapy to protect ourselves, as well as more than protection, it's also to manage our stress, to keep our anxiety and stress levels low. For instance, we can use aromatherapy for bath. We can use as room sprays, diffusers, and massage. For bath, the instructions are very simple. You can use tea tree or lavender oil. Both of them are antiviral and both of them are calming properties. If for adults, we can take 2 to 3 drops of tea tree and 2 drops of lavender, mix them into 5 ml of almond or one of the oils, because when you mix essential oils with one of these almond or other oils, it will blend easily, or else when you directly put it into a bathtub, it would just be on the surface. It won't blend really well with your water, with the tub water. If you're using for kids, the whole milk is the best way. For kids, usually I would go with a 1 drop, maximum 2 drops with milk and mix it in a bathtub. It will calm them down because it's really required these days. Kids not having school for months together, we got to figure out how to wean them down. So this is one way of doing it, is put 1 or 2 drops in whole milk and mix it in their bathtub. And that is room spray. We can use 20 ml of distilled water, little bit of alcohol. Either I would go with one of these oils, either eucalyptus or tea tree or manuka. Again, these are proven to be antiviral. You can use them as a room spray. This is one more layer of protection in addition to what we are doing by social distancing and the other ways to protect ourselves. Diffuser, that's the most easiest way. Have a diffuser. If you don't have a diffuser, you just put some keep boiling water and put few drops of either bergamot, vetiver, frankincense. Again, these oils help anxiety, reduction in anxiety. They ground a person, because vetiver is proven, because the roots of vetiver go so deep in the ground. So the nature of grounding will also help us. This is one of the things we need when you're sitting inside a closed rooms hours together. Grounding is really critical. So vetiver helps us. Similarly, frankincense, they are called Bible oils, and they are some of the best oils which are available for us. We can keep putting few drops in water and run your diffuser, or just a hot water. Let the steam come and it will give you relaxation. Similarly, massage. Either use an almond oil, sesame oil, and mix 5 drops of lavender,